Hello everyone, my name's Nikos. I've been selling on Amazon for the last 4 years, and this year in 2024 we sold 351,303 and 59 pence, and we made a total profit of 83,736 and 25 pounds. Now it all started from my garage. This is still the same garage, we've just changed that bit up, and we started selling Skylander figures, we started selling just books, and then eventually we just scaled it up to private label. So examples of stuff that I'll be buying, so for example you can see here, and I still did it during Q4, okay? If I can make easy money, I'll always will. So here what you can see is we've got this Lego Mandrake. We're buying it for 30 quid from John Lewis. Even John Lewis, of course, we had it for Frasers, we had it for Game, but John Lewis, 30 quid, 2 weeks before Christmas, and of course we're selling it at 59.99. These will sell all day. Lego and Christmas just are a perfect match for any Amazon seller, and they were getting a total profit of 12 quid each time. So yeah, straight away I was able to put this on BuyBot Pro and find out what it'd be worth it. So we must have sold about 20 of them. So you can see that if you scroll down for yourself, yes, you got a $12.99 profit for that, but you can see how you've got the total profit from that one buy was 240 quid and 80 pounds. That's how easy it can be. But what I wanted, okay, I wanted a way for me to be able to change the way I run my business. So if I want to do online arbitrage, if I want to do retail arbitrage especially, I'll have to be constantly present as the business, and I'm working a lot more than I would have done as a teacher. So I did start in September of 2022. After we'd stopped teaching for 10 years, I decided that, Nikos, the time for you to put your big boy pants and finally take this part-time thing that you were doing into a full-time business. And that's what happened. Literally, that's exactly what happened. So I decided in September, and I thought, well, Nick, let's do a full month of retail arbitrage. Let's do a full month of online arbitrage and see what we can get. And we did it. And we did really well. But I was working more than what I was working as a teacher. So I thought to myself, well, Nick, is this what you want of your life? Is this what you want all the time, for you to be driving around shops, to be stuck in traffic, to be looking at a screen all day? Is that the life that you left the teaching for? At least with teaching, I was getting 100 days off a year. Okay, I know if you're still a teacher and you're watching this, I know we hate the 100 days off a year. We pay for it because we've got the market, etc., etc. But technically, I still had 100 days off a year where I could put my feet up. Okay, at least the 6 weeks of summer, there's nothing for me to do. But I thought, well, Nick, you're working a lot more here, and let's change it. So what I did is I learned how to do private label. So private label, what it is, and why for me has it allowed and created so much freedom for us, to the point where now I'm trying to remove myself completely from the business. So private label, the way it works is you'll have a trademark over here in the UK. You've decided that you're going to have a brand, any brand name you want it for yourselves. Of course, I'm not able to get a trademark for the word Lego, but I'm able to get a trademark for the word part-time thrifter, let's say, for example, if I wanted to. And you get that trademark, and then you contact people in China, suppliers in China even, and you ask them, can I buy 500 units of this good? And then you'll bring it over here in the UK, and don't even have to brand it really, but you can sell it under your own brand on Amazon. So I thought, well, this is what I need to be doing. And there's a lot of scary stories when it comes to private label, and a lot of people saying, well, you need at least 20,000 before you can jump into private label. And of course, 20,000, an amazing amount of money. You could do quite big orders, you can get quite a bulky discount. But I didn't have that money. I didn't have 20,000 that I could have just spent straight away in order to get my feet wet. All I had was, I thought, well, Nick, we have 2-3k that you can afford to spend onto private label. Because bear in mind, okay, so I just stopped teaching, so I didn't have a full-time job anymore, payment coming in. I still have a family, I still have a mortgage that I had to pay. So there was only an X amount of money that I could put into this and try to do it. Because for all these troubles, okay, for RA or no way, it made money, and it still does make money. The only thing you've got to do is you've got to put time and a lot of effort. So the important part, and that I wanted, okay, is the important element of all this was time for me. I wanted to be able to spend more time with my family. This is why I stopped working 5 days a week. I didn't do it because I just hated my job. I did it because I wanted to spend more time with my family. So by jumping into private label, that allowed me to do that. And my first order was 300 units, 600 quid. So that is a £2 item, if you can do the maths, landed. And I still sell this item to this day, okay, 2.5 years after. Now, if you're thinking, well, Nick, is that going to pay the mortgage? No, of course, that order is not going to pay the mortgage, but you're trying to understand how everything works. And it's all about, not compounding, but it's just, if you're thinking you just want to get that big hitter that's going to get you 2-3k, a product that gets 2-3k, yeah, and now I do get products that get me the 2 and the 3k per month. Yes, I get that, the profit even per month, but at the beginning, you're trying to get your feet wet. That's what you're trying to do. And you're not trying to lose any money. That's the biggest thing of it. And so you're trying to eliminate the risk. And what I've found is the more you look at the data, the better your decision will be. When I first started doing private label product, in fact, I remember deciding that I was going to quit my job and everything, and I was asking the kids, this is what I'm going to be doing, give us some ideas of what would you sell. And it's a silly way of trying to do private label product. Is exactly the same with online arbitrage. Okay, you're not thinking, well, today I'm going to find a Lego deal, so I'm just going to go Lego everywhere. It is what pops up in the newsletters, etc. So why was I treating private label with I've got an idea and I'm going to try to make this idea work? Yeah, that's how I was treating private label. And what switched in year 2 was utilizing softwares like Helium 10, which I utilize and I mention all the time, and it is the main software for you to be able to do your job really with private label. And if you're watching this, I should have it up on the 2nd of January. You still got up to the 7th of January to get 40% off for the whole year of Helium 10. And look at the data. So what the data is I try to manipulate the filters in order to, first of all, eliminate listings where people are selling. So there's no point for me, say, for example, if to do baby wipes, okay? So what are baby wipes? There's some massive brands, okay? Pampers, Huggies, potentially any bamboo brands related to it already from China. Plus, I've got the weight. So I'm putting the filters for us where I'm looking for, first of all, I'm looking for listings where I'm going to have a low variation count. Yeah. That's a very, very important thing for yourselves. Okay, a low variation count will make a massive difference for yourself. You only really want to launch with one variation. Do not overcomplicate it with thinking, well, I want to launch this here, okay, on 5 or 6 different sizes, XL, medium, etc. Because you're just going to mess it up. You may as well just pick one color and go with that, or one pattern, go with that. And then I am trying to now find opportunities where people being lazy. So if I've got a seller that's getting 50 to 100 units per month selling and they've only got 2 or 3 images, well, clearly that's an opportunity for me to make it better. So say, for example, we've got here is the word binoculars. That's the keyword for us. Now, if you find something like this on Alibaba, and the only way for you to provide something to the customer is by being cheaper than this person, there's no point launching that product, in my opinion. If somebody's getting 15k reviews, it means that, and they're selling 2k per month, it means that they have got heavy pockets and they can buy more volume than you, so therefore they will be cheaper. For me, when it comes to private label products, is could I have something different? Could it be a different pattern? Could it be a different color? Could I provide more convenience? Yeah. Could I have another element for here? So say, for example, what convenience you could be here? Well, they're coming with a little extension for the phone and a case. Very convenient, and hence as to why they're selling 2,000 per month. And you can see, again, different scenarios where people trying to replicate this. Now they've got a stand, but they're doing something different. That's what I want you to be thinking of. Do not think private label product is going to be just something that you copy. Well, I can see this product, I've seen it exactly on Alibaba, I'll bring it over here and I'll have a quid cheaper than this guy, and then I'm going to sell. But what happens if that guy goes a quid cheaper or 2 quid cheaper or puts a voucher and you've got nothing different? Not only he's got the cheaper price, he's got more reviews, then of course they'll be buying from that customer, that supplier. So yeah, there's a lot of different traps that you can fall when it comes to private label products, but I think the big one is, unfortunately, a lot of people just don't start. They keep putting it off. They keep putting it off. They keep putting off the trademark. They keep putting the risk element. Oh, 200-300 quid. If you're watching this and you're doing online and retail arbitrage, you're spending 400 or 500 quid to make what, 20, 30 sometimes. A lot of views, yeah. What you need to be doing is thinking, well, yes, now this quarter where I'm going to commit an X amount of money and see I can launch a brand. Well, step one is your trademark. Get your trademark, 170 quid. I've got the video here for yourselves. Very, very easy to do that. 170 to 200 quid. If you're cheap like me, 170. And then just simply get on with Alibaba and use the filters. So if you're thinking, well, what filters do I need to be using? All you got to do is put the link below in the description and click for that, and you get a PDF copy of what I use, what filters I use. And if you're thinking, well, all is well and good, I want to start this, but I want to have someone to guide me throughout this process, well, that's what I do. I offer full-time mentoring for yourselves until you get 100k revenue with your brand. Yeah, there's no time limit. It's until you guys get 100k mentoring with your brand. I think the biggest one, and I would like to say for anyone watching this in 2025, it is only the 2nd of January, just launch a product, okay? Launch a brand. It's very easy, yeah? It's very easy to launch a brand out there. Just start and you'll already be ahead than people that just jump in again and doing wholesale or doing retail arbitrage, doing online arbitrage. Plenty of money to be made, but the only method for you to sell on Amazon where you still have that valuable element of time is private label. And nobody's going to argue with that. Yeah, nobody's going to argue with the fact that online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, wholesale, they work, but there's a lot of time need to be involved into it. With Amazon, private label, not so much time needs to be involved with that. So yeah, if you're interested in setting up your own trademark, I've got the video here for yourselves. And if you're interested in booking a free discovery call myself, I've got the link below in the description for yourselves. Thanks so much and all the best for 2025.